Alexa's dreaming now, drifting off my couch. We walked down streets she's walked 1,000 times.
Morning everyone, we're at the airport about to board our flight to Calgary for a layover, and then we're gonna be in Japan.
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the.
This is our first meal. Cheers. After that pudding, like everything's better. Tuna. I think this one's like a seared salmon. To start off our first full day in Japan, we headed down to the hotel lobby where we were greeted by an assortment of traditional and non-traditional Japanese foods. So we filled up our bellies and we got ready for our first stop of the day, which was Tokyo Teamlabs. Hello everyone, so
hi guys.
It's our first time talking in the vlog. We've done the teamlabs museum. It was very cool. Now we are gonna walk like 45 minutes to where are we going?
Udon.
To get lunch. In which area though?
I forgot.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, it's been very good so far. Everywhere is so clean and yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Now we got this daifuku, it's like a mochi. We got the fruits one. Let's see how it tastes.
No, pick it up. Pick it up. Damn. Is it?
So this area that we were exploring in Tokyo was Ginza, where they had a lot of flagship stores such as Muji as well as Uniqlo. So we just kind of shopped around and then we grabbed lunch at this ramen / tempura place. So after lunch, we are now at this park. Say hi.
Huh.
The trees and the grass is just so uniform.
Shoes, Osiris or bust. Before there was us, Latino good luck. Suspicious of crush, that tear the core up. That basement's all love. Bright guns and young trust. Curfew, it was tonight. Give me a
Hello everybody. Now we are going to our omakase experience. This was my second time ever having omakase, and it was an absolutely wonderful experience. We had 26 courses of fresh seafood as well as veggies, and many things that I've never tried before. Watching the chef prepare the courses was like a work of art, and she explained to us what each dish was. For this price point, I would never be able to get anything close in Toronto, so I highly recommend going to Manton Sushi if you have a chance when visiting Tokyo.
Good morning, everyone. So day 2, we're at Yoyogi Park, and we're about to go in over there. And then, yeah.
When I started walking through Yoyogi Park, I totally forgot that I was in Tokyo, as this place was so quiet and peaceful compared to the fast-paced, hustling city. We walked through the path covered with enormous trees that provided us shade, and visited our very first shrine of the trip. We got our fortunes read and walked around to learn more about the Japanese culture.
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the reservoir. Never broke.
Okay, we just finished looking at the shrine. How was your experience?
Good.
Good. It was fun. And yeah, now we're gonna go walk out of the park and
go shopping.
go shopping. Yay!
We walked around a few small streets where they had cute little shops. We grabbed a few things, and then we headed over to Harajuku Street, which is a very popular street that has a lot of vendors for food as well as thrifting. We saw anime shops, little toy shops, and there were also these photo shops. So we went to get our photos taken at these individual photo booths, which was super adorable. And then we got some snacks before we headed to lunch.
Alexa's dreaming now, drifting off my couch. We walk down street, she's walking.
Here is the candied strawberry.
와, 맛있나? 어.
10/10 recommend.
For lunch, we headed to Ichiran. We had to wait about half an hour, but the food was amazing. We drank every last bit of soup and ate every last strand of noodle.
capybara.
After lunch, we walked to the infamous Shibuya crossing. We grabbed a coffee and sat in the Starbucks that overlooks the road, and there's just something about watching hundreds of people walk to various destinations that makes me feel oddly at peace. So we continued sitting there and just people watching until we headed off to our next stop.
Hello, now we are at the Shibuya Sky Observatory. I will insert the beautiful clips after this. It's very windy up here.
It's not that way.
It's so windy. We're on the 46th floor. 46.
Tonight, give me a flight. June said 2 a.m. That hit my heart hooked right. We'll unpack the yours, gonna through the snow windows. Let it make me swing. We're fed up being so low. We have mountains more to go. Been so smashing up my foothold. Daring me.
Good morning. Today's day 3. We walked to this mall that was close to our hotel, and we're about to do some shopping. There's a Pokemon Center thing here, and then after that, we are going to go to a capybara cafe, and then we're just gonna walk around, maybe look at some night market stuff. Is that what it is? And then we're gonna go to Shinjuku today. Look, is this Eevee? Was my favorite one growing up. Look closet.
Okay, so after that ordeal, we walked to the Capybara Cafe. It was also a cat cafe, but the main animal there was a capybara. And let me just say, I was not expecting them to be that big. The fur is a little bit spiky, but it's so cute when they eat, and he flutters his ears.
To prove you wrong, that I'm not who I used to be. I'm not living at 17. Let's go.
Hello, we are in yet another park. Can you hear the crows? They're so big. We're just gonna take a little walk and then let's see what we get for lunch after.
Shoes, Osiris or bust. Before there was us, Latino good luck. Suspicious of crush, that tear the core up. That basement soul love.
Guys, this is the Studio Ghibli Museum that we couldn't get tickets to, but look how cute it is. Look at the cute buildings.
For lunch, we actually ate McDonald's, and I swear the McDonald's overseas, like in Asia or any other country, is just so much better than what we have here in Canada. But anyways, after lunch, we visited Omoide Yokocho, which is like a very cute small street, and they just have a lot of like open restaurants and bars. And the bar scene in Japan is crazy. There were people drinking with their friends and just eating street foods, and this was at like 3 p.m. in the afternoon, so I could only imagine what it would have been like there when it was nighttime. And we were so tired by this point because we've been walking for 30k steps a day, so we just rested in our hotel, and then for dinner we headed to Kokoichi Banya, and this was one of our favorite spots in Japan. It is a chain restaurant, but it is so cheap and the food is extremely delicious, and we do end up going here again further into our trip. So this is actually fast forward to the last leg of our Japan trip, where we took the bullet train back to Tokyo. You'll have to stay tuned for my other vlogs to see content from Kyoto and Osaka. Anyways, this time we stayed in the Ueno area and visited Asakusa, where previously we stayed in the Ikebukuro area. We did some last minute sightseeing and shopping before our flight the following day.
Hi guys, it's our last day and we just checked out of the hotel and now we're going to GU and we're gonna do some last minute shopping. And right now we're walking there on this little pedestrian bridge that is above the street, which is really cool because it's so like spacious up here. and we're gonna get conveyor belt sushi because it's our last day and we gotta end it off with conveyor belt sushi because we started with conveyor belt sushi.
Yeah.
Bye.
Shoes, Osiris or bust. Before there was us, Latino good luck. Suspicious of crush, that tear the core up. That basement soul.
Okay, this is our first set of stuff. We got a bunch of different cuts. This looks really good. Wow, look at this one. Please pick up with the order cup. Look at this piece of salmon. Wow. I'm gonna eat my torched shrimp. Udon. Wow. We got some fish and chips. Okay, round two. This is all Larry stuff. This is actually one of my favorite things here. It's like it's chawamushi, which is steamed egg, but underneath there's like so much seafood. You see, like shrimp, scallops, bamboo shoots, so delicious. Okay, now the last round is dessert. I got a pineapple parfait and we got a lemon ice cream crepe cake.
Overall, my experience in Tokyo was fantastic and I really enjoyed my stay. You get the feel of the busy and vibrant city, but at the same time, you're able to find peace, tranquility, and stability at the parks around the city center. I cannot wait to show you guys the rest of our trip, so stay tuned and see you next time.
Never broke a bone, so I'm gonna try hard to prove you wrong. That I'm not who I used